Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Kevin W. Lyle Stadium here in Woodlawn, Maryland. I'm Tim Toon Jr. here for a BCPS-TV production. Tonight we have the home Woodlawn Warriors, 2-2 record, facing off against their division rival, the Loch Raven Raiders. Coming into tonight, the head coach of Woodlawn is Elwood Townsend. They're coming in on a 2-game winning streak, with the wins over Newtown and last week with a victory over City College, 34-18. And for Loch Raven, they have a 2-1 record as they were victorious last week against Pikesville, 21-6. And tonight, these two teams are set it, ready to fire it off here tonight, here on a slightly cool night here on the third day of fall. So kicking off here tonight for Loch Raven is number 20, Leon Doska. Kicking off for about the 40-yard line. Marching band playing loudly here for the Woodlawn faithful of the Warriors.
It's time to get it in.
Doska has his hand up, and we got a delay. The ball was blown off of the tee. Looks like Doska has the ball set back on the tee, getting position.
Front lines on the 50.
Doska has his hand up, signaling he's ready to get this game started. Loch Raven in position, and we're underway here in Woodlawn.
Feels the ball at the 20.
Woodlawn feels it down at the 40. 45, and he's going to be taken down the 45-yard line. Jaron Jackson on the return there for Woodlawn. Out at about the 45. Getting the start for the Warriors at quarterback is number 8, DeMonte Johns. 516 yards passing, 110 yards rushing, 4 total touchdowns on the year so far through 4 games. Johns in the shotgun, 4 wide, drops back. He's going to go deep on the first play, looking, and it's caught! What an impressive grab by number 14, Solomon. Hey, but we have a flag on the play. Woodlawn looking to strike quick out of the gate.
Let's see what the call is.
Got offensive pass interference on Woodlawn on number 14, Solomon. So with that, Woodlawn is going to move back about 10 yards. So that's going to be first and about 25, it appears to be. So looking back into Woodlawn, again, DeMonte Johns, 516 yards passing, 4 touchdowns total. Top receiver is number 83, Taj Roberts. Has 12 catches, 251 yards, 2 touchdowns on the year. And it looks like a ready to resume play here at Woodlawn High School. Man in motion. There's the handoff inside. And a nice solid gain there on number 7, George Washington on the carry for Woodlawn. Got a solid 5 to 10 yards there. Woodlawn looking to move fast here. Johns has the pass, looking. Throws a quick strike. Finds his man. Armani Wilson with the catch. The other bright spot on the team for the Warriors. He comes in, 7 catches, 104 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So that is number 83 and number 2. Number 83, Roberts. Number 2, Wilson are the players to target here in the passing game, get the chains moving. Here in third place, he'll hand off to George Washington, breaking tackles and carries them down to the 30-yard line. Quick up-tempo offense here for Woodlawn. Washington gets a nice carry, and he's going to step off the field. Subbing into the game, number 22, Malachi Dalton, in a tailback for Woodlawn. Wide receiver in motion. And there's flag on the play. We got appears to have a false start on Woodlawn. So with that, that'll go back 5 yards on that. So the first bunch of plays here, Woodlawn moving the ball successfully through the air. Completions to Taj Roberts and Armani Wilson. And a couple of pennies to drive them back. But they are in Loch Raven territory. First down, hand off to Dalton. He's going to be stopped immediately.
He'll lose 2 on the play. Second down and 17 to go. Ball will be placed at the 37-yard line.
Excellent penetration there by the Loch Raven Raiders there. Still second and long for Woodlawn after the penalty. Wilson goes in motion left to right. Johns gets carry, pumps fakes, quick out, and it's caught, but he's going to be met immediately. Low pass there, allowing the Raiders defenders to come in on the stop. So with that, not much yards gain. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long still for Woodlawn. Here with 3 minutes passed here in the first quarter. And there's another flag. Got another false start on Woodlawn. That is their second false start penalty this drive. Moving them back 5 more yards to make it 3rd and 19. So Loch Raven taking full advantage of the penalties here on Woodlawn. 3rd and 19. Johns drops back. Clean pocket, fires it deep, and misses Wilson. Armani Wilson, the intended target for Woodlawn, just out of reach. And with that, Loch Raven, on their first defensive possession, makes a stand. And that looks like that's going to might force a punt. Despite the nice movement by Woodlawn, killed themselves with penalties. And looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down, 4th and extremely long. Johns drops back. He's going to roll to his right. Throws it deep. Wide open receiver. Caught. Touchdown. My goodness. Jawan Webb in for the touchdown for the Warriors. A busted coverage by Loch Raven. 46 yards. Johns finds Rab.
Who said 4th down? 4th down is 1st down.
What a long play on 4th and long. Woodlawn finds a way and scores the touchdown to put 6 on the board.
That'll put 6 points on the board for the Warriors.
And Woodlawn going here for the PA2. Looks like they're in the funky formation. Oh, they're going to fake it, and it's deflected and caught, but taken down. Correction, incomplete. And with that, the PAT has failed. But nevertheless, Woodlawn on a 4th and extremely long, DeMonta Johns connects with number 4, Jawan Rab, from 46 yards out. With 8:57 left here in the opening frame, Woodlawn, 68-yard drive, 6 points scored, DeMonta Johns with a touchdown to Juwan Rabb, overcoming
in the end zone.
false start penalties and offensive pass interference on the first play of the game, pass interference. Overcoming all that to put 6 on the board.
Both of these teams are coming off the wins. The Warriors are teeing it up. We want to say
As we see on the replay, Johns on the 4th and long, finding his man, Juwan Rabb. Certainly getting the Woodlawn faithful pumped up and excited. And with the ball set on the tee, Woodlawn is set to kick it off. See what the Raiders of Loch Raven have to offer.
And we're teed up. We're ready to go.
And Woodlawn going for the onside kick, but Loch Raven falls on top of it.
The Raiders will take over, 1st and 10.
Taking over, it looks about to be the 49-yard line. And we got a flag after the play. Looks like some extracurricular activities.
Probably get unsportsmanlike.
Waiting on the call from the referee.
For the late hit.
But it looks like Woodlawn tried to catch Loch Raven off guard there with an onside kick. The penalty was on Woodlawn. Not entirely sure what that flag was.
Waiting for the call from the official.
Regardless of the penalty, Loch Raven looks like they're going to set up shop inside Woodlawn territory at the appears to be the 42-yard line.
Call. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So that is the call on sportsmanlike conduct on Woodlawn.
15-yard penalty.
15-yard penalty. So with that, that'll put the Raiders at the 37-yard line. At quarterback for Loch Raven, number 8, Kavon Citizen. He'll be the quarterback under center. And in the backfield, number 2, Farad Miles Jr. And he's going to take the first carry and met up at the line of scrimmage.
He got met by some
Got maybe about 1 to 2 yards on the play.
no game on the play. Second down.
So looking at number 2 running back, Farad Miles, he'll be the bell cow running back for Loch Raven. Had a receiving touchdown last week against Pikesville in the 21-6 victory. So with that, at 2nd and 9, Loch Raven at 2-1, 2-game winning streak. Victories over Chesapeake and, as mentioned, Pikesville. And they are 1-0 in the division here with Woodlawn. Citizen takes the snap. Pressure. He's going to roll to his left. He's got room. 30. And go out of bounds at about the 28-yard line.
He'll gain about 7 yards on the play. He'll take it down to
That
the
was
29-yard line.
pocket breaking down, and Citizen, the junior quarterback for Loch Raven, using his speed to gain a solid 7 yards, which brings up 3rd and short. 3rd and 2. 4 wide receivers set. Citizen, the quarterback. Miles Jr. High snap. Citizen. Protection. Throws it deep. And it's intercepted into the end zone. That pass was intercepted by who else, ladies and gentlemen? Juwan Rabb. Just had the touchdown on the last possession. Big mistake there by Citizen, going for it all on 3rd and short. And with that being tackled at the end zone, that's going to be a touchback. Woodlawn taking over. Will look to be a solid drive in the make for Loch Raven and take the momentum, turn the ball right back over for their first turnover of the game.
They'll place the ball at the 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Warriors.
First and 10 for the Warriors. Johns at quarterback.
Takes the snap.
He's going to hand it off.
Up the gut.
Looks like that's George Washington, excuse me.
About a 5-yard gain.
The junior tailback
5-yard line. Be second down, 5 yards to go.
gets a solid 5 yards gained on the play.
Warriors come straight to the line.
Up tempo offense again for Woodlawn.
Takes the snap.
He takes a snap, hands it off to Washington again. He's going to be met immediately.
No gain on the play. Third down,
Number
5 yards to
72,
go.
Ricardo Cesariz on the tackle. And we got officials timeout. We got injured Loch Raven Raider on the play.
Injury timeout.
And we will pause here with 7:15 left here in the first quarter. Woodlawn leading Loch Raven 6-0. Looking back at Woodlawn, they are a team 2-2 here in their first Baltimore County divisional matchup against Loch Raven. Have their sights set on making it into the playoffs and going far, making a statement. In my conversation with Coach Elwood Towson, playing with something to prove and making a statement here in Baltimore County to bring up a program and the injured player for Loch Raven is number 77, that Colin Jackson, the freshman defensive lineman for the Raiders. Again, looking at Loch Raven, 2-1. They average 21.3 points per game through 3 games played, allowing about 18 per game. Team that scored their first divisional win against Chesapeake, 34-6. And looks like the injured Raider is up and walking off on his own power. That is number 77, Colin Jackson, the freshman defensive lineman. Hope that he can make it back into the ball game. Good sign, walking under his own power.
Third down, 5 yards to go for the Warriors. Ball's at the 25-yard line. Warriors come to the line of scrimmage.
Here to resume action here, third down, 5 yards to go, ball on the 25-yard line. Woodlawn's going to want to get to the 30 for a first down. 2 wide receiver set. Johns finds his man at tight end. Complete to number 80, Jarrell Gaynor. Correction, I'm sorry, that's number 88, Cameron Wheeler, with the catch for Woodlawn. To move the chains, the 6'4", 250-pound senior. And with that, the Warriors keep the chains moving. Handoff to George Washington up the middle, and he's going to be tripped up. Gets about 2 or 3 yards before being taken down by a host of Loch Raven Raiders.
Second down, 6 yards to go.
2nd and 6 to go for Woodlawn. In the spread shotgun. Solomon in motion. Also in motion, that's the handoff to the back. Jawan Rab cutting through, busting out to about the 40-yard line. But there is a flag on the play.
And that'll be enough yardage for a Warriors first down. the Warriors as they enter into regular territory.
Let's see what the flag is on with the officials. Looks like the penalty is going to be on Woodlawn. Not sure what the official is. And that penalty is going to be on Woodlawn. Go back about 10 to 15 yards.
After the penalty was assessed to be second down and 15 yards to go.
Continue the action.
Back to pass.
Johns looking to go deep. And, oh, almost intercepted.
Incomplete pass on the play.
Nearly intercepted by the linebacker for Loch Raven. Still second and long for Woodlawn.
Third down, 15 yards to go.
Third and long here, an opportunity for Woodlawn to make a stop and get the ball back and reverse their fortunes after a opening possession interception in the end zone. 6:06 left here in the first quarter. Full wide receiver spread with a running back in motion. Johns drops back, fires over the center, and just out of reach.
Incomplete pass on the play.
Johns was looking for number 3, Dorian Davenport, 6'1", wide receiver, senior. And with that, it's going to be 4th and long. And it looks like Woodlawn, they're going to go for it here. As they see on the replay, just out of the outstretched hands of Dorian Davenport. 4th down, Johns drops back. He's going to scramble, running
He picks up a blocker,
at the 45, and he's going to be stopped just shy.
but he won't get enough.
Turnover on downs.
They'll turn it over on down.
That was number 5, Antoine Chance, the senior defensive back on the stop for the Raiders. And with that, Loch Raven will take over again inside Woodlawn territory at the 48-yard line. Looking at the replay, Johns had room to run, but still had a long way to go, and Loch Raven closed right in. And with that, 5:53 left here in the opening quarter. Loch Raven ready for their second possession. Looking to even the score at 6. Citizen drops back, play action.
He gets flushed out the pocket.
Pass rush coming, almost tripped up,
Misses the tackle.
and he's going to get a couple yards.
He'll run out of bounds, but also got a flag.
Looks like he got about 3-4 yards running out to the right sideline.
Pick up about maybe 7 yards on the play.
And there's a flag on the play. We got a personal foul.
Personal foul
And that's going to be again on Woodlawn.
on the defense.
Penalties hurting Woodlawn early, giving them Loch Raven great field position for them to operate. That's going to be an automatic first down. As we see here on the replay, play action. Speed rush coming in. Citizen ever to escape the defender.
Referee gives the ready to play signal.
Might be the personal foul. Might have been a late hit out of bounds light there on Citizen. So with that's going to bring Woodlawn just outside of the red zone at the 26-yard line.
Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Timeout
And we
call.
got a timeout by
Timeout call by
Loch
the
Raven. Head coach Chris Armstrong looks like he didn't
5:45
like what he saw there, wanted to call the troops back,
The Warriors are
getting the
leading
players in the right
by a
position.
score of 6-0.
So here with 5:45 left here in the first quarter at Kevin W. Lyle Stadium, Woodlawn leading the Raiders 6-0. Just a quick recap. Woodlawn started the game, moving the ball down the field, quick passes, brought back by a few false start penalties. But eventually, they used that to their advantage on 4th and long, connecting DeMonta Johns to number 4, Jawan Rabb, on a 46-yard strike. And then to turn things around, Loch Raven on their first possession inside Woodlawn territory. They turned the ball over on an interception by Jawan Rabb, making his presence felt early in the contest. Back here with the action, 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. Citizen hands it off to Miles, and he's going to muscle his way for about 3 to 4 yards. Again, that is number 2, Farrod Miles Jr., the junior tailback for the Raiders. Gets the bell cow back, gets a majority of the carries here on the offense. Here it
Raiders come to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and about 5 yards to go. Here in a tight formation. And the handoff to Miles again. He breaks a tackle.
Breaks one tackle.
And then he's wrestled down.
They'll take him down at about the 18-yard line.
That's number 21, Amir Renwick on the tackle for Woodlawn, the leading tackler for the Warriors. Coming into tonight's contest with 42 tackles and 3 sacks. So that is number 21, Amir Renwick, player to watch for Woodlawn on defense at linebacker. 3rd and 1, Citizen hands it off to Miles. He busts through, wrestles his way for the first down. Tough, hard running by Miles, the junior tailback for Loch Raven. As we see here on the replay, hands it off. Initial rush there by Woodlawn, but Miles used his momentum to carry the defenders enough for a first down.
Official timeout, so they can bring the chains over.
Looks like the officials are going to bring out the chain gang and do a measurement. See if Miles had enough to get the first down. So going back to Miles. On this young season, through 3 games played, Miles has 2 rushing touchdowns as well as a receiving touchdown.
We love the strikes.
And here comes the measurement. And it looks like Miles
He might have to break out the index card.
still debating, taking a close look, and just enough for a first down. So for the first time tonight, the Raiders are able to convert on third down and inside the 15-yard line in the red zone.
The Raiders are trying to answer a first possession score by the Warriors.
With the chain set and clock now running here to resume play.
6-0 on a 46-yard touchdown strike. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage.
Coming up to the line of scrimmage is the Raiders in a tight formation. Miles, the lone back. Citizen, play action, rolls to his left, looking to shake. Find very little yardage there. Rabb in on the stop for the Raiders.
Maybe a yard. 2nd down. Looks like maybe just about a yard.
As they see a quick play action, trying to fool the secondary,
On the naked
but
bootleg.
taken down there at about appears about the 15, just outside the 15.5-yard line.
Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. Second down, 9 yards.
Another tight formation for Loch Raven. Citizen, play action. Throws a quick pass, and it's caught by number 44 for Loch Raven.
Looks like about a 6-yard gain on the play.
Nice gain to make it third and manageable for the Raiders. You see on the replay another play action.
We got a flag on the play.
Nice catch there. And there's a penalty.
Okay, what you telling us? Timeout.
Check that. Excuse me.
Timeout
Timeout
called
by the Woodlawn Warriors.
But what's the flag?
So here with a timeout. Loch Raven have a lot more success here on their second drive rather than on their first drive. Both of their possessions have been inside Woodlawn territory.
So there's no penalty.
First one ending in an interception in the end zone. Here on their second one,
11-yard line.
on their first set of downs, able to, by a few inches, get the first down
3 yards.
and inside the red zone. Here on third, and about 9 yards for the Raiders, looking to get some sort of points here on the board in the first quarter.
Warrior fans, it's third down.
Third down and 3 yards. Loch Raven here in the shotgun, spreading it out. Citizen drops back, looks over the middle, caught, touchdown.
Touchdown Raiders.
Mohammed Elsa Medici in for the score for the Raiders, the junior wide receiver.
Raiders.
Citizen. The Raiders break free and get on the board as Citizen finds his man for the touchdown. Touchdown number 4 on the young season for Citizen. Elsa Medici in there for his first touchdown. And Leon Dashka for the extra point. And it's good. Here, 2:46 left here in the first quarter. On their second possession, the Raiders of Loch Raven strike and take their first lead, 7-6. So here with 2:46 left here in the first quarter, Loch Raven up 7-6 on Woodlawn, seizing the momentum, not affected by the Woodlawn faithful whatsoever here on their second possession. So with the ball set on the tee, Leon Doska has his hand up, ready to kick it off here for Loch Raven.
And we're off.
Woodlawn catches it at about the 20-yard line. He's got a lane, and Rab is going to be taken down at about the 36-yard line for the Warriors.
For the Warriors, they'll place the ball on the left hand.
Jawan Rab has said his name quite a few times here in the first quarter. Has his fingerprints all over this first quarter with the 46-yard touchdown strike, starting the game off for Woodlawn. And then turning around on the Loch Raven first possession, getting a interception. in the end zone. 2:40 left here in the first quarter. 3 wide set. That's the fake. George Washington. And he hurdles over the defender, but he's taken down, and we got a flag on the play. That might be a late hit there on Loch Raven. Solid 5 to 6 yard gain there by George Washington for Woodlawn. See the call from the official. Looks like it's a holding penalty on Woodlawn. So again, the theme of penalties continue to hold back Woodlawn here in the first quarter. So it's going to be 1st and long for Woodlawn.
Ball will be moved back to the 30-yard line. We need to get to the 46-yard line for a first down.
4 wide receiver set spread. Johns hands it off. That is Washington's stiff arms down at about the 639-yard line. And we got another late flag.
He'll take the ball up to the 41-yard line, and we'll see what happens on the...
Again, penalties all over in this first quarter here. See, the flag is on. Dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. That is on Woodlawn again.
That'll cost him 15 yards.
That is another 15-yard penalty for the Warriors.
It'll remain first down.
That is about their 3rd or 4th one in this quarter.
Another spot foul. We'll make it first down.
And there's that late hit right there. That was on offensive lineman shoving late on the play there.
Got to fix the marker, Mr. Official. It's still first down.
Lack of a composure there for Woodlawn. So with that second,
They say it's second down. All right, second down.
looks like second and the long 20 yards. 3 wide receivers to the left. Johns drops back. He's going to chuck it deep. He's looking for his man, and it is deflected.
Incomplete pass on the play.
Excellent coverage on the play by Antoine Chance, the senior defensive back for the Raiders. And it's going to be 3rd and long.
20 yards to go.
Here in the early going for Loch Raven. Very solid in the secondary. Antoine Chance there knocks the ball away from Dorian Davenport, who was the intended receiver. So we're at 3rd and long. Woodlawn looking to make another stop and get the ball right back here. 3 wide receivers to the right. Washington, the lone back. Johns rolls back to his right. Pressure. He's going to take it up the field. And he's tripped up at about the 40-yard line. But still not enough to get a first down.
6 yards to go. We'll give him 7 if it's at the 39.
As we see here on the replay, Johns rolled out to his right, giving him some room to throw the ball, but decided to use his legs.
Looks like we might have another penalty.
So it looks like the officials looks like it's a penalty on another penalty on Woodlawn. It appears to be another personal foul on the offense. So that's going to make it third down along. Looks like it might have been a late hit as it appears. Again, constantly bringing back up here in the first half, especially on this drive for Woodlawn. Personal foul penalties killing the momentum of this offense, killing any side kind of offense to go on for Woodlawn. So 3rd and a stream long. Oh,
That one's got to be on the defense.
and looks like it might be an encroachment. Neutral zone infraction on Loch Raven.
5 back.
Still be a 5-yard penalty, but still a long way to go for the Warriors.
The officials discussed they send both teams away. Okay, now we'll get the call.
As the officials have a conference here with 1 minute 47 seconds here live at Kevin W. Lyle Stadium at Woodlawn High School. The visiting Loch Raven Raiders hold a 7-6 advantage here in a Baltimore County divisional game. Loch Raven already has their first win in the division, beating Chesapeake 2 weeks ago. Loch Raven here in their division opener, looking for their first one. And the officials are going to wave off the flag.
They wave it off.
So instead of the 5-yard penalty, it's going to be still third and long. Still a long way for the Warriors.
Third down. 35 yards to go.
So DeMonta Johns.
Coach is asking for some clarification here. Timeout call.
And it looks like we have a timeout here by Woodlawn. Good time for Coach Elwood Towson to talk to his players with the multiple personal foul penalties, gain their composure. Whereas on Loch Raven, they're doing a solid job for themselves on defense as well as on offense, recapping their first 2 possessions, starting their possession inside Woodlawn territory, moving the ball down the field, unfortunately turning the ball over in the end zone. But on their next possession, they were able, on their second possession, move the chains for a first down, get the running game going with junior running back Fardo Miles Jr., as well as Kavon Citizen connecting with a couple of his receivers, as well as number 11, Anthony Elsa Medici connecting for his touchdown to tie it up, and then Leon Doska kicking the extra point to give the Raiders their first lead of the contest. So both teams back on the field. Looks like they're ready to continue, resume play. Third and extremely long for Woodlawn. Johns, high, snap, drops back. Pressure coming, gets away, throws it, and it's caught by Dorian Davenport. And my goodness, that's enough for a first down for the Warriors.
We got a flag on the play.
And there is yet another penalty flag. As we see on the replay, correction, I'm sorry, that was Darian Jackson in there at quarterback. Rolled to his right through a nice pass to Dorian Davenport. But the penalty is a chop block again on Woodlawn, which moves them back even further.
It'll remain third down and 44 yards to go.
Looks like it's going to be third and about 30-plus yards. Might as well be NFL blitz, if you will. First and 30, second and 30, third and 30. Back on the Nintendo 64.
Down the street.
Back to the action here. Third and long. Woodlawn
Takes the snap.
way back. Runs a screen pass.
He tries to break through a tackle. He'll take the ball up to the 19-yard
To
line.
no avail.
Down
Short
the
gain.
He'll get the penalty.
And with that, Woodlawn definitely going to put this one away.
Down before.
So after a handful of penalties, Loch Raven will get the ball back here. So coming in to punt for Woodlawn is number 9, Antonio DeShields, the senior. High snap, gets it, punts a line drive, and it's picked up by Karad Miles. Dangerous time to pick it up there on a bounce. But he's able to hold on to it, and they will start for their first time tonight inside their own territory at about the 45-yard line.
Seconds remaining in the first quarter.
35 seconds remaining here in a long first quarter with a theme of penalties, penalties, penalties. A majority all by Woodlawn. Loch Raven making the most of their possessions on their second drive. Score a touchdown to take the lead.
Let's go. First and 10 for the Raiders.
So first and 10 for Loch Raven.
Warrior defense takes the field.
Elsa Medici wide to the left. Miles in the backfield, the lone back. Play action, Citizen rolls to his right. Pass rush coming. He gets rid of it and nearly intercepted.
Defense by number 2, Amir.
That was number 3. Dorian Davenport almost had his hands on an interception. That could have been the second turnover for Loch Raven there. Also, Medici was the intended receiver on the play there. As you see on the replay, pass rush coming in strong. Just lets it go. Just out of reach and through the hands of Dorian Davenport. Second and 10, 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Here in the I formation, the rare I formation for Loch Raven. Drops back, pass rush coming, and he's sacked by Jawan Reb. Who else? Fingerprints all over this first quarter. Jawan Reb and a host of Woodlawn Warriors. Reb, Jackson, and DeShields all in there for the sack, which makes it a third and long. And that will be the final play here at Kevin W. Lyle Stadium at Woodlawn High School. The visiting Loch Raven Raiders lead the Woodlawn Warriors 7-6.
We'll switch the ends of the field and we'll turn it around and we'll go from left to right. First and 10. Second and 20. Third and 20.
So looking at some of the recap highlights here the first half, as we saw Woodlawn, they moved it on their first possession. Johns, he got a couple of carries there by George Washington, their tailback in the shotgun, gaining some meaningful yards in the run game to set up the long pass for number 4, Jawan Rab. As you see here, 46 yards, the transfer from Milford Mill. With his fingerprints all over this first quarter with the touchdown. As we see here, here was the touchdown there. Loch Raven, correction, I'm sorry, that was the interception there. Jawan Rab, again, his fingerprints all in the game here. Here ready to start the second quarter. Third down and long after the sack. Citizen drops back, and incomplete pass. But there's a flag on the play. Might be roughing the passer on Woodlawn.
We'll see, we got 2 two flags on the play.
As we wait for the call from the head official.
False start on the offense.
And it is a false start.
Roughing the passer.
And then roughing the passer on Woodlawn. So that will be the offsetting penalties. They will replay the down here on 3rd and long.
3rd down and 20 yards to go for the Raiders. The ball's on
3rd and a long 20 yards for the Raiders.
Warrior fans, it's 3rd down.
So Loch Raven here looking to try to convert on a long 3rd down here. Keep the chains moving. As we got an empty backfield here. 4 wide receivers to the right. 1 to the left. That is number 23, Marquise Kemp, the lone wide receiver on the bottom left.
Yards off. But he all set the flags. There's no yardage move.
And again, the officials having a conference.
But with the false start, negate the roughing the passer since the false start happened first. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, it was important for the band to stop playing during.
Okay.
They only playing down.
So here we are, 3rd down and long for Loch Raven.
We got a warning.
Number 23, Marquise Kemp, the lone receiver at the bottom of the screen. Running back Miles, and he got a head start.
He ran and he was gone.
That was
Go stop
Farrod
it.
Miles
I can
getting a head start. Couldn't count the snap count,
false start penalty on the
and that's a false start. They're going to go back 5 yards.
3rd down, 25 yards to go for the Raiders.
Here through the first quarter, and some change here in the second. Penalties have dominated this game. More so for Woodlawn with personal fouls. But 3rd and long, ready here. Oh, bad snap! Citizen gets it back, throws it to Miles, and he's going to be taken down way behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Raiders move backwards.
And that was number 21, Amir Rendwick, and number 6, Jerron Jackson in on the stop. So 4th and the long, and Loch Raven, they're going to go ahead and punt this ball away.
4th down for the Raiders. Ball's at the 19-yard line. And the Warrior.
And number 11, Mohammed Elsa Medici will be doing the punting duties here tonight for Loch Raven. Back to return for Woodlawn, number 80, Jarrell Gaynor, the junior safety for Woodlawn. Medici's
Takes the snap.
ready for the snap, punts it, high punt. Gaynor has it, and he fumbles! And it looks like Loch Raven has it, and they do.
Raiders recover.
Special teams coming through for Loch Raven.
Turnover.
Looks like Gaynor may have lost that one in the lights.
The Raiders will take over at the 48-yard line.
And with that,
In their own territory. First
Loch
and
Raven
30.
setting up shop at the 48-yard line. Excellent field position there for Loch Raven. Here with 10 minutes, 46 seconds left here in the second quarter. Loch Raven clinging to a 7-6 lead
Ball's on the 48
with the momentum in their favor after recovering the fumble off the punt.
Takes the snap. He's back to pass.
Citizen drops back, pressure coming, and he's going to be tripped up for the sack by Jerron Jackson. First sack of the night for Jackson.
Looks like a loss of about 8 yards on the
As
play.
I see, comes off the edge there, wraps him up.
2nd down and 18.
Second and about 17 yards. here in the
Raiders come to the line of
Miles, the
scrimmage.
lone back. Elsa Medici to the bottom left.
Gives to the
Hands
back,
it off.
bounce it outside.
Nowhere to go.
They turn the defense turns it back
And
inside.
nowhere to go
And he
for
is
Miles.
Warriors.
Tried to gain some initial yards after the penetration there by Woodlawn. Maybe a loss of about 1 or 2 for Miles.
It looks like he lost about maybe 1 yard on the play. They'll take
And
it
that's
back
going to
the
bring
line,
up
30
third
at the 35
and
yard
long
line,
for the
the
Raiders.
40-yard line.
As I see on the replay, just penetration. Jackson missing the first tackle. Just
So let's make that
a host
third
of
and
Warriors
18.
in there on the stop, including number 62.
Down the screen, 18 yards to go. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage.
Trips to the right. Elsa Medici, the only receiver. Pass rushing coming. Citizen breaks away. Pressure's coming. And he's down.
He was being trailed by
The Woodlawn Warriors pass rush making their presence felt here early on in the second quarter.
Coming to get him.
And with that, it's going to be 4th and long. Turnover turns out to nothing for Loch Raven. Elsa Medici punted. Nice long punt. Oh, and he fumbled it again. My goodness. And Loch Raven has it again. Consecutive special teams failures by Woodlawn. Antoine Chance has fielded it for Loch Raven. My goodness. If it's not the penalties, it's the turnovers for Woodlawn hurting them. As he fumbled it, ball was kicked around. Antoine Chance picking it up for the Raiders. Again, set up in nice territory at about the 20-yard line.
20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Even more incentive for the Raiders to put 6 on the board and extend their lead. 2 running backs in the backfield. Citizen throws it deep. Marcus Kemp, incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass on the play.
Excellent coverage there by the Warriors.
Pass intended for the slot receiver.
Citizen was looking for his slot receiver, Marcus Kemp, number 23. Only to be
Second down, 10 yards to go.
just out of reach. As we see on the replay, hit right off his hands. Here with exactly 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. Off of a second consecutive muffed
Down is 2.
catch by Woodlawn. Loch Raven inside the red zone of Woodlawn. Handoff to Miles, spins and meets the defenders for about a 3 to 4 yard gain.
The Wall of Warriors.
Number 50, Jalen Cook on the stop for Woodlawn.
1 on the play.
The junior defensive lineman
3rd down and 9 yards to
meets
go.
him, and then a host of Warriors on the stop.
Balls at the 19-yard line.
So 3rd and about 9 yards to go
Warriors
here for
is
the Raiders.
3rd down. Make some
Can Woodlawn make a stop again here on 3rd down and make up for another turnover and hold serve?
Third down.
Here on 3rd and long. And
Timeout call.
got a timeout.
Timeout called by the offense.
Timeout by Loch Raven. And so here with 7:56 remaining here in the first half, Chris Armstrong has got to be happy with the performance that his squad has shown here with the 2-1 Loch Raven Raiders here, coming out here in quite the hostile environment here at Woodlawn High School on the road on a Friday night, jumping out to a 7-6 lead here at Kevin W. Lyle Stadium. I spoke earlier with Coach Chris Armstrong. Said he's looking to get some players to buy into the program, build up this program of Loch Raven football. And they're certainly on the right track here tonight. 7-6 lead, looking to punch it in again here and convert on the third down. 4 wide receivers to the right. Kemp at the bottom of the screen. Citizen, pass deflected, and nearly intercepted. Nearly intercepted. That was Jerron Jackson, number 6, here in the second quarter. His fingerprints also all over this ball game. And with the ball falling innocently to the turf, that's going to bring up 4th down for the Raiders. And they're bringing out the field goal team, special teams unit. Senior kicker Leon Doska. Looking to attempt a long field goal. Number 5, Antoine Chance, will be the holder here. High snap. Kick is going to be blocked. But there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is on the play here. And there's excellent penetration there by the special teams of Woodlawn. And it's going to be a false start on Loch Raven. They're likely going to go ahead and decline the penalty. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and Woodlawn will take over. 1st and 10 for Woodlawn. 7:44 left here in the second quarter. Last time Woodlawn was on the field, they were again just taken aback by a number of personal foul penalties. Ultimately, they converted on the 3rd and long, but personal foul penalty pushed them back, and they had turnover on downs. So DeMonta Johns back in at quarterback. 4 wide receiver set. Hands it off to George Washington, and he's met immediately by the Loch Raven defense by number 44. Strong pursuit. As we see here on the replay, handoff just comes right in off the right side, makes the tackle. 2nd down for Woodlawn. Johns drops back, throws a swing pass to Washington. Correction, Amani Wilson on the catch. And he'll get about 3 to 4 yards. 3rd down and about 5 or 6 yards to go. 6:55 left here in the first half. Johns takes the snap, throws it. Pass caught by Taji Roberts, one of the top targets for Woodlawn. That'll be enough for Warriors' 1st down. The leading receiver for Woodlawn, Taj Roberts, leads the team in receptions and yards. Johns hands it off to Washington. Oh, he fakes it. He runs out left side. Across midfield, jumps, and taken down at about the 49-yard line. Makes it 2nd and short.
The Warriors are on the move.
You see here on the replay, nice play fake uses his speed to get right at the first down marker. Good. Washington takes the carry and met up at the line of scrimmage, but uses momentum to get a first down for Woodlawn.
Enough yardage for a Warriors first down.
Nice run there by George Washington.
He'll take the ball
Enough for the
inside
first down.
Raven territory to the 49-yard
And
line.
with that, the Warriors are
For the Warriors.
now in Loch Raven territory at the 49-yard line. First and 10. Roberts, bottom of the screen. Play action. Johns goes deep. He's looking for Roberts, and he caught it, and he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Taj Roberts. My goodness. Another long touchdown strike for DeMonta Johns. Second one of the night finds Taj Roberts. As we see here on the replay, play action, Roberts using every bit of his 6'2" frame to jump over the quarterback for the touchdown.
49-yard strike, and the Warriors take the lead.
My. Warriors have regained the lead for the first time since their first possession in the first quarter.
They'll regain the lead 12-7.
Currently old 8-12. They run a fake. And Johns, is he in? The extra point is good. Excuse me, the 2-point conversion, excuse me. And with that, Woodlawn has the lead 14-7 in their unorthodox formation, able to get in for the score. 2-point conversion.
5 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and the Warriors have regained the lead. We are Woodlawn strong.
So finally, Woodlawn, after their last two possessions overtaken by penalties, able to come up and score another long touchdown strike. And that was touchdown number 3 on the young season for number 83, Taj Roberts, at an impressive 6'2", 170 pounds, senior wide receiver.
Raiders front line is on the 50.
My goodness, the Woodlawn kicker missed it there. And that was going to be an illegal procedure. Let's see what the officials call on that one.
Offside is called.
Oh, correction, it's going to be an offsides on Woodlawn.
They'll move it back 5 yards. And they'll have the kick it again.
So with that penalty, they're going to Woodlawn's going to move back 5 yards and do it again. Might have been without that penalty, that would have been a huge disaster for the Warriors. So it looks like number 14, Solomon, ready to start this over again, and this time is successful with a kick. It looks like Marquise Kemp is going to take it himself with nowhere to run, down at about the 16-yard line.
First and 10, the Raiders will take over at about their 19-yard line. About the 18-yard line. First and 10.
So Loch Raven will set up shop here at the 18-yard line. Probably their deepest start of the night for their possession, with their previous 2 or 3 possessions starting inside the Woodlawn territory. .503 left here in the second quarter. Woodlawn regaining the lead here on the long touchdown strike from DeMonta Johns to Taj Roberts. Up 14-7. 5 minutes till halftime. Citizen under center. Hands it off to Miles. Looks like the old school formation there. Looks like no yards gained on that play. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1 or 2.
Ball's at the 17-yard line. Second down, 12 yards to go.
And there's the toss to the right, Miles. Nice stiff arm. But that is Amir Renwick again in on the stop. Leading tackler for the Warriors.
Third down, 10 yards to go.
The sophomore defensive end.
It's third down. Make some noise.
Third down and long for the Raiders. Looking to convert and move the chains. And there's a fake. Citizen nowhere. Fumble! Picked up by Woodlawn. In for the touchdown! Touchdown, Warriors. A trick play that turned out to be a disaster. Touchdown for the Warriors.
They stripped the quarterback of the ball, and they said, no, give me that.
As we see the fake, Woodlawn had that red.
And they take it in the score.
Number 12, Jordan Tolliver with the strip. Woodlawn recovers and rumbles into the end zone.
Making it 20-7. I believe that might be the first defensive touchdown of the year for the Warriors. Oh, they called it back? We no touchdown.
So it appears there's going to be no touchdown. So it looks like they called, I guess they were going to call that play dead. Not sure. Not sure what the call was. Possibly a sack or a dead ball. Not sure. Either way, points taken off the board. Loch Raven will punt it away. Appears he might have been down by contact. Knee was down before the ball hit the ground. Also, Medici has the punt. Punts it away. Line drive. Oh, my goodness, not again! Oh, my word. Another special teams gaffe by the Warriors. My. For the third time tonight, Woodlawn losing possession of the football. As we see here, the ball rumbles and just, oh my goodness, right off of Marnie Wilson's hands. Recovered by number 26 of Loch Raven.
Fumble on the play by the punt returner.
So as we see, Loch Raven with the ball yet again. Many mistakes for Woodlawn, taking excellent field position away from themselves. And with that, Loch Raven back on the field here, the 40-yard line. Two backs. Miles rolls to his right. Pass incomplete. Just a little wide of Marquise Kemp, number 23, the intended receiver, senior wide receiver. As we see on the replay, Citizen rolls to his right. Just put a little too much mustard on that one. Jerry and Jackson on the coverage. Here's second down, 10 yards to go. 3 minutes, 37 seconds left until the final gun whistle of the first half. Takes the snap, Citizen, pass rush coming, rolls to his right, scrambles, got room, and slide and tackle down at about the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and long. Number 88 for Woodlawn, Cameron Wheeler, coming on to the field. So that brings up about 3rd and long. As that was number 9, Antonio DeShields, second leading tackler for the Warriors, on the stop there on second down. 3rd and long. The running back Miles set out far to the right. Elsa Medici at the bottom of the screen. Throws it and intercepted and fumbled. And Elsa Medici picks it back up. Or they're going to call him down by contact. So that is a second interception of the night for Kavon Citizen, the junior quarterback. So Warrior, the defense pass rush comes in, causing the interception by Woodlawn. That is their second turnover of the first half. As we see on the replay, the pass rush affecting his line of sight. That pass was intercepted. That was by number 80, Jarrell Gaynor. As we got Woodlawn has it. Johns throws it deep and caught by Amari Wilson just outside the 30-yard line.
That'll be enough yardage for a Warriors first down.
That's about a 20-yard reception for Armani Wilson.
Ball placed at the left hash.
The second on the team in receptions and touchdowns.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, trips to the left. Johns drops back. Another deep strike. Looking, and it's caught!
Touchdown!
Oh, they're rolling it incomplete. Oh, mercy. Taj Roberts was looking for his second touchdown of the day. They called it incomplete, as we see on the replay. Nice throw by Johns. And as you see the replay of the ball here, it hit the turf, so good call by the officials. By a few inches. So here's second down, 10 yards to go. Rab in motion. And flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on the Warriors.
We called him a legal motion. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
So with that penalty, Warriors going to move back about 5 yards to make it 2nd and 15 here with 2:24 left in the first half.
Second down, 15 yards to go for the Warriors.
Second and 15, man in motion. The handoff to George Washington, but he's going to be tripped up. That was number 4, senior defensive back Antonio Chance in there on the stop to prevent Washington from gaining any further yardage on the play. As we saw here on the replay, the fake to Rab, handoff to Washington. Excellent trip-up tackle, shoestring by Chance. So 3rd and long. Pressure, Johns escapes, and he's going to be sacked.
They'll take him down. He'll lose the yard on the play.
Correction, tackled.
Down to 4.
Number 24, Jordan Prokaska on the stop. So it's going to be 4th and long. Excuse me, yes. And number 10, Kevin Patella in there on the stop. 4th and long. Woodlawn going for it. And he's going to be, he's sacked. No, he gives it to Washington. Washington shakes and bakes. But he's going to be tripped up, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Excellent excellent penetration there by Kevin Patella. And then, again, number 4, Antonio Chance in there on the stop. So a nice stand there for Loch Raven after averting a near touchdown pass dropped by Taj Roberts. Here with 1:14 left, first half, Woodlawn still on top of Loch Raven, 14-7.
First and 10 for the Raiders.
And Loch Raven will set up shop at their own 35-yard line. And Loch Raven's going to call a timeout. They did not have enough players out there on the field, so I'm going to step aside here. With 1:14 left in the first half. As we hear in the second quarter, 1:14 left. Back and forth action going on here. Loch Raven down 14-7 here, the visiting team here at Kevin W. Lyles Stadium at Woodlawn High School. Miles, the lone back. He's going to take the handoff. Met at the line of scrimmage for maybe a yard gained on second down.
10 yards to go.
55 seconds left here in the first half. It looks like Loch Raven here might just run out the clock here and take it into the half, as I believe they're going to receive the second half kickoff. Hand off to Miles again.
Takes it off tackle.
Runs right side. Gain maybe a yard or two here. Well, it's going to make it 3rd and long.
8 yards to go.
Good. With 20 seconds left. Loch Raven will run one more play. And they got Patilla, the tight end, in motion. And there's the handoff to Citizen fakes it, but he's going to be taken down. And with that, that'll be the final play of the first half. After one half of play, Woodlawn Warriors ahead of the Loch Raven Raiders, 14-7. What was a strong start by the Warriors on their first drive, a 46-yard touchdown connected from Johns to Rab. As we see here on some of the second quarter highlights, one of what was 3 muffed special teams plays of Woodlawn. But despite all of that, Woodlawn able to hold on to their lead here. Holding serve at home despite all of the penalties and personal fouls. Woodlawn leads Loch Raven 14-7. We'll be back for the second half coverage. I'm Tim Tootin Jr.
Hi, good morning, guys. Good morning. Hi, how's everybody doing today?
Now, how do you think the car's going to travel if the wheels are close together and the axles are close versus if they're farther apart?
So this millipede will get bigger, so it sheds.
And so I am inspired by each and every one of you, and I'm proud of you. And you need to know that you are perfect just the way that you are.
I would like to show my gratitude to all the parents, family members, and relatives who have supported me and my classmates through our high school journey. I would also like to extend my thanks to my teachers, counselors, and coaches who have helped me keep a level head and persevere to this moment.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Okiki, and this is our book review of an amazing book we read this summer.
The name of it, wait for it.
It's the BCPS Student Handbook.
Wait, hear us out.
Yeah, we know you think it's very boring.
I'm bored.
But it also has so many things that us as students have never even realized. There are 3 parts to this book, and they are rights, responsibilities, and resources.
And don't forget the code of conduct.
My favorite part is all about the student rights. Yeah. This is a section where it has all of the rights of students. Rights like our right to privacy, our right to free speech and student representation, and our right to a safe learning environment.
Yeah, but it also talks about understanding those rights and the rights of your school too.
Let's say the school got word that someone may have been hiding something illegal in their lockers, so the school decides to search all lockers. You're like, wow, this is a violation of my privacy. But lockers or desks are property of BCPS. Therefore, it is okay for them to search it. This is stated in the Student Handbook, page 9, under Notice of Right to Search.
My favorite part is about our responsibilities as students. In the responsibilities section, you'll read about our responsibility to come to school on time and ready to learn, our responsibility to dress appropriately and to act in a respectable manner, and our responsibility to use technology responsibly.
But wait, there's more. It's the code of conduct. It said that you make sure you only bring what's appropriate for learning, have a positive behavior, and be respectful to others. No fighting or destroying school property. But wait, if you violate those codes, there will be disciplinary action like detention or a parent phone call, banning you from club temporarily or permanently, or suspension, or even the worst of them all, suspension for 11 to 45 days, or expulsion for 45 days or more. So make sure you're always doing the right thing every day.
But wait until I tell you guys about the ending. In the back of the book is a section about resources. All the information you'll need if you have a problem getting along with someone, or you want to prevent a situation from getting out of hand. And the best part is that there's a worksheet, a form that will guide you through the steps. It's called the Prevention and Intervention Student Worksheet.
Once you finish the book, you and your parents sign the acknowledgement form, and you're done.
So pick up the book. It's got suspense, it's got intrigue, action, and adventure. Okay, but it is a great read and so important to all of us, so...
Read the book, sign the form.
What I want you to know as students is that your safety is our #1 priority. All of us, from your principal and teachers to your school resource officer, are working hard to keep you and your learning environment safe. But you have an important role to play as well. Be sure to take some time to understand your responsibilities, your rights, and our code of conduct. Go over the student handbook with your parent or guardian. Sign the acknowledgement form near the back of the handbook and send it back to school. I wish you a wonderful school year, and I hope to see you as I visit schools.
Today, high school students face many options for academic growth and career preparation. Making informed choices about their high school program of study will prepare students for success in further education and preparation for rewarding careers.
The Baltimore County Public Schools Career and Technology Education programs provide students with relevant career skills, preparation, and rigorous academic coursework. Our state-approved programs of study are designed to prepare students for the 21st century global economy and its rapidly changing workforce needs.
CTE offers
hands-on, project-based learning opportunities, work-based learning and internship opportunities, post-secondary career pathways that include registered apprenticeship, industry certification, community college certificates, associate degree programs, and 4-year college degree programs.
High school CTE programs of study give students like me the opportunity to transition smoothly into post-secondary education and to earn college credit and/or industry credentials in our career field of interest.
CTE integrates core academic knowledge with technical and occupational knowledge to provide students with pathways to post-secondary education and careers. These career paths include occupations in arts, media and communication, business, management and finance, consumer services, hospitality and tourism, construction and development, environmental, agricultural and natural resource systems, health and biosciences, human resource services, information technology, manufacturing, engineering and technology, transportation technologies.
BCPS JROTC program, the Junior Reserves Usher Training Corps unit, provides courses in leadership education designed to improve interpersonal skills by developing character, self-discipline, and responsible citizenship, which will lead to career opportunities and lifelong learning.
Each BCPS Comprehensive High School offers a variety of CTE and Technical Center programs. Enrolling in CTE is easy. Speak with your school counselor.
You're live here at halftime, getting ready to start the third quarter at Kevin W. Lyle Stadium. The Woodlawn Warriors leading against Loch Raven 14-7 here. Strong first half by both teams. Woodlawn got the scoring going on early amid all of their personal foul penalties. DeMonta Johns on 2 long touchdown strikes, one to Jawan Rabb, the other to Taj Roberts, in the final minutes of the first half. Loch Raven got some of their offense going in here. 3 turnovers, but unable to turn them into any points. Got their touchdown, their lone touchdown on their second possession on a touchdown strike inside the red zone. Kavan Citizen connecting with number 11, Muhammad Elsa Medisi, junior wide receiver. So going here into the second half, Woodlawn looking to tone down on the penalties, as well as put some more points on the board to try and extend their lead and try to put the game out of reach. The Woodlawn defense has done pretty solid on the Loch Raven offense, getting constant pressure, penetration in the passing game, and stopping the rush.
Kicker receives instructions from the referee, and we're getting ready to begin play.
So the ball set on the tee. Number 14 for Woodlawn, Solomon, in position, waiting for the officials to blow the whistle. Chain gang in place. There is the whistle. Woodlawn boots it away, and we got a flag to start here for the second half. And it looks like it's going to be an offsides on the Woodlawn special teams. Second offsides infractions they've had here in the game on special teams. So then they go back 5 yards and kick it again.
They'll kick it from the 35-yard line.
Whistle blown. So Woodlawn ready to kick it off again. And solid kick over the defender's head. And he's going to pick it up at the 1 and take it down at the 2. Way deep in there. That was sophomore linebacker Karad Miles in there. Made a not so wise decision of picking that ball up inside the 2-yard line, 5-yard line. But it's going to be a late flag. Possibly could be some extracurricular activities after the play. Let's see what the official's going to call here. Looks like it's going to be on Loch Raven. So it's going to push them further back, deep in their own territory.
Okay, what was that call? Whatever the call was, it was against the offense.
So they're at about half the distance to the goal line, about 1.5 yards deep in their own territory. Loch Raven, way deep in their own territory. Just about as far back as you can possibly go. Not a way to start off the third quarter. Here we are. First down. Flag on the play. Might be a false start.
Well, I wonder what happened. Did they bring the ball out? We got another flag on the play.
As the officials continue to decide, and they're going to wave off the flag. So with that, we'll just start the play off again. 1st and 10, Raiders deep in their own territory.
All right, looks like we're ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Seems the officials are unsure of. Oh, never mind. Looks like we're ready to play. Down on their own 1-yard line. First down. And we got a false start. That's going to be on the Raiders. So with that penalty, not much more farther back you can go. They're back as far back as you possibly go. Maybe a few millimeters. My goodness. Penalty that was on the right side of the line. So with that way back, Citizen rolls to his left. He's going to roll out and just gets outside of his own end zone. Gets about 1 yard there by the skin of his teeth. Is obviously Citizen rolled out to his left, tried to give himself some room, but great angle there on the tackle by number 12, Jordan Tolliver, the senior linebacker. 11:15 left here in the third quarter. Second and a very long 9 yards for the Raiders here on their first possession of the second half. Citizen in the gun. Pass incomplete. That might be an intentional grounding. There was no wide receiver in the area. He's still in the tackle box. Possibly that's what the penalty could be. Personal foul. It is going to be roughing the passer. So that will bring the Raiders a little bit away from their own end zone. As you see here on the replay, it was a late hit by one of the Woodlawn linemen to rough the passer. And that's going to push them at about the 16. Just a little bit more breathing room here. And an automatic first down. 3 wide receiver set. Elsa Medici at the top of the screen. Miles in the backfield. Citizen takes it. And he's going to be sacked. And it could be a fumble. Did the Warriors recover? Looks like the Raiders have retained possession. So there again, strong penetration by the front 4 of the Woodlawn Warriors to cause a fumble there. Big number 76 for Woodlawn. Larry Gordon, senior defensive tackle, 6'4", 336 pounds, causing the fumble. Loch Raven able to recover. Second and about 20 yards. Penetration coming. Citizen intercepted. Davenport down the sideline. Touchdown, Warriors. The pressure gets there. Davenport, a pick 6 for the Warriors. As we see here on the replay, again, number 76, the linebacker for Woodlawn, calls the end throw, picked off by Davenport, and he's all the way home for the touchdown. Big play here to start in the second half for the Warriors.
That's the 3rd defensive touchdown for the Warriors this year.
And here for the PAT, again, Woodlawn in the unorthodox formation, where it's just the center. Johns drops back, and it is dropped for the 2-point conversion, and it fails.
Extra point, no good. That'll make the score.
So with 9:54 left here in the third quarter, Woodlawn defense making their presence felt with their 3rd interception of the game. This one here coming at a pick 6, Dorian Davenport. And they lead 20-7.
Warrior fans, make some noise.
With the football on the tee. Number 14 for Woodlawn, Solomon, ready to kick the ball off the tee. And it's deep. And Marquise Kemp will corral it at about the 10, down at the 20, and tripped up at about the 21-yard line. Loch Raven here in their second possession in much better field position than they did on their last one, deep inside their own 5-yard line with the help of a penalty, personal foul penalty, moving up to the 15. But the Woodlawn defense causing enough pressure to get an interception taken back for a touchdown.
First and 10 for the Raiders.
So here are the Raiders coming back on the field.
Offense out to the line of scrimmage.
Three wide receivers, Marquise Kemp in the slot, Petilla and Miles on the backfield. Citizen throws it deep, and it's intercepted again! Deflected! Jarrell Gator outside, out at the 30-yard line. Another turnover for the Raiders. That is interception number 4 for the Warriors. Jarrell Gaynor making up for the muffed catches earlier in the second quarter. As we see here, tipped, intercepted by Gaynor, and then shows a little muscle before going out of bounds at the 30.
First and 10 for the Warriors. The ball's at the 30-yard line.
DeMonta Johns starting out at the 30-yard line, Loch Raven 30. There's the play fake handoff to Malachi Dalton, and he drags defenders for about a 5-yard gain.
Picks up about 6 yards on the play.
The junior tailback at 5'7", 162 pounds.
That'll be a gain of about 6 yards on the play. It'll be second down, 4 yards to go.
As Dalton shares some of the carrying duties with George Washington. Excellent tackle by a host of Raiders. Second down, 4 yards to go. Johns is going to carry himself, goes outside 20, 10, out to about the, 14-yard line. Moving the chains for a Woodlawn first down.
And that'll be enough yardage for a Warriors first down.
As we see here, a nice run there by Johns.
First and 10 for the
Woodlawn has taken the momentum here in the second half with 2 turnovers, interceptions off the Loch Raven defense, looking to put another 6 on the board. Rab in motion, takes the handoff outside, down at about the 5. Excellent speed there by Jawan Rab. Already has 1 touchdown on the game, as well as an interception in the contest. As he takes the sweep left side, uses the speed. Looks like he lost the ball, but went right out of bounds.
Ball's placed on the left hash.
First and goal, ball at about the 3-yard lines. Johns hands it off to Dalton, up the middle, touchdown Warriors! Malachi Dalton joins in on the scoring party for the Raiders, for the Warriors, to put 6 on the board. Let's see you on the replay, run pass option, right up the middle, parting of the Red Sea. Dalton in for the score. That's his first tonight.
6-yard run for the score. Warriors line up for the extra point attempt.
Woodlawn going for a fake. Oh my, Dalton on the 2-point conversion, trickery. So Dalton doing it all here on the drive. Rushing touchdown, and then runs a 2-point conversion.
28-7.
So here with 8:13 left here in the third quarter. Another 6 points. Woodlawn scores off of a turnover. 14 here in the third quarter, points off turnovers. They lead 28-7.
Little over 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The Warriors have come out swinging. ready to play.
Solomon ready to punt it away and boots it, and it's going to sit down at the Woodlawn. My goodness, Woodlawn is recovered. Excellent punt there by Solomon. My goodness, it is all Warriors here in the third quarter. Loch Raven not able to get any kind of offense. As we see on the replay, nice kick there by Solomon. And the ball took a bad bounce, a fortuitous bounce for the Warriors. And that ball is recovered. That is by number 21, Amir Renwick. So yet again, third time this quarter, Warriors will start in Loch Raven territory. Nothing has gone quite white for Loch Raven here in the third quarter. It all started on their second half kickoff when the ball was kicked deep, and Loch Raven players decided to pick up the football deep inside the 5-yard line, where a turnover interception by Dorian Davenport with a pick six to extend the lead to 14. And then on the ensuing next position for Loch Raven, another interception by Jareel Gaynor, and they were able to turn that in just now to a touchdown by Malachi Dalton. And with that, that brings out our score here to 28-7. Woodlawn beginning to pull away from Loch Raven. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Loch Raven 35.
Timeout call by the defense.
And timeout again by Loch Raven, as it looks like they didn't have enough players on the field, so they called a timeout to avoid the penalty.
That was a wonderful wave. Look at our lovely cheerleaders. Don't they look great today? All right. First and 10 for the Warriors.
First and 10 here. 8:07 left here in the third quarter. Warriors up 28-7. Johns drops back, throws it deep, and right in stride. Touchdown, Warriors! By number 16. That is the third touchdown for Damonta Johns. Finds his man right in stride. As you see on the replay, nice clean pocket, drops it right in the bread basket. Touchdown, Woodlawn. Third touchdown of the quarter.
They'll line up for the extra point attempt.
And they're going to run another fake. And what a strike. Quick strike by Johns. DeJuan Rabb for the two-point conversion. Nice flick of the wrist on that one. Extending their lead 36-7.
For 29 points.
You see on the replay, look at that, flick of the wrist. Boom, right in stride to Rab.
Warriors have come out in this third quarter, and they have been swinging strong.
Exactly 8 minutes left here in the third quarter. Woodlawn has dominated here in the third quarter off of two turnovers, interceptions turned into points, and then a touchdown by Dalton, and then on special teams, grabbing the football on another turnover by Loch Raven, and then Johns finding his wide receiver third touchdown strike of the night.
We have the ready to play signal.
Solomon ready to boots it deep. There it is. Karad Miles finally got some nice return room to run, but is going to be tackled at about the 20.
We'll have a 11, maybe 12-yard return. Ball will be placed at the 32-yard line. First and 10 for the Raiders.
So as we see here on the replay, Solomon booting it off. Number 3, Karad Miles, finally able to actually field it on this special teams and get a little bit of running room before being taken down at about the 20. So now Loch Raven will head on to the field here in the third quarter, looking to move the ball down the field and try to get back into this ball game. The full wide receiver set, and looks like we might have a false start on the offense, and that's exactly what that penalty is. So the Raiders will go ahead and move back 5 yards.
They're waving the flag on. No flag.
So correction, I'm going to wave the flag away.
Sideline infraction.
That's a sideline warning.
It's a warning for the sideline.
So here we are. First down.
First and 10 for the Raiders.
Got a change at quarterback. Another penalty. Another false start on Loch Raven.
Remains first down.
So going back 5 yards this time after waving off the previous penalty. They go back and lose there. It's 5 yards again. Quarterback drops back, throws it deep, and my goodness, it's intercepted again by number 16, who had the touchdown 2 possessions ago. And yet another turnover for the Warriors.
That's the third interception this quarter.
Third pick of the quarter.
The Warriors will take
As the quarterback drops back, excellent zone coverage, and Warriors take advantage. So with that, Woodlawn will set up shop. First and 10 inside the 20-yard line. With 7:43 left in the third quarter.
Warriors send their offense out on the field. Timeout call.
Got a timeout. Looks like
Timeout called by the referee.
it's an official's timeout.
They send the teams to their benches.
Sitting here in the third quarter after a penalty-plagued first half by Woodlawn, they have flipped the switch and turned it around here on defense with 4 interceptions here in the third quarter, turning about 3 of those into touchdowns. Here with 7:43 left here in the third quarter, Woodlawn leading 36-7 over Loch Raven as we had a stoppage in play to cater to an injured Loch Raven player. He's being carried off in an ambulance, and wish him the best in his recovery. Back to the task at hand here. Woodlawn has the ball here. 1st and 10. Ball at about the 19-yard line. DeMonta Johns, quarterback. 3 touchdowns on the night. Pressure coming. He's going to escape. Room to run. 20, 10. He's going all the way. He's got reservations for 6. Touchdown, Warriors. Johns strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. Drops back, eludes the pressure. Michael Vick Speed right there. Excuse me, with that number 8, he looks like Lamar Jackson in that red as well. And with that, DeMonta Johns, quarterback, with his 4th touchdown on the night.
They'll line up for the extra point.
And they run the fake again, and incomplete.
Extra point, no good.
So it's 7:14 left here in the third quarter.
That'll make the score in this contest.
Your Woodlawn Warriors ahead of the Raiders, 42-7. Solomon sets the ball up on the tee here. Now with the Woodlawn Warriors with a 35-point advantage. The high school rule is in effect where we have the running clock. So Solomon, ball on the tee. Woodlawn ready to punt it away, kick it away here. There's the kick. Karan Miles takes it. 30, goes for a stiff arm, but will be dragged back and tackled at about the 25-yard line.
About a 9-yard gain to about the 39. Maybe let's call it 7. 7-yard gain.
So you see here on the replay, Solomon with the boot right into the hands of Karad Miles. And that was number 4, Jawan Rab on the tackle, along with a trio of Warriors. Getting here with about 5 minutes and counting here left here in the third quarter. Kevon Citizen back in at quarterback after missing the last drive. There's the toss right side to Miles. They're going to run a fake. Miles looking to throw, nowhere to go, and he's going to go down. No, he gets rid of it. Padilla with a catch, 50. Oh, what a crack block! And that's going to be a personal foul. Heck of a block, but that's going to be a personal foul. I believe that was on number 23, Marquise Kemp of Loch Raven. As you see the replay, the pass by Miles just gets it away. Finds that was Kyle Patilla running down the sideline, and boom! Quick crack block. That was Marquise Kemp.
They took the ball inside Warrior territory. There's a penalty on the play.
Again here, the clock still running here with the 35-point advantage rule in effect. So, yes, that is a 15-yard penalty. That's going to be on the Raiders. That's going to make it a first and extremely long for the Raiders.
So that make it 1st and 10. The ball will be placed at the 42-yard line, 43-yard line.
So yeah, that'll push the Raiders back to the.
There was enough yardage put to gain for the first down. So that'll make it a first down for the Raiders. The ball will be placed.
So that's going to be at the 40. Raiders at their own 43, a few yards away from crossing into Warriors territory. 3:15 and counting left here in the third. I formation for the Raiders. And lost fumble, and the Warriors are going to recover that one. That is turnover number 5 in this third quarter for the Warriors.
Warriors ball! Warriors
You'll see on the replay, Citizen bounced. That was off of the fullback. Miscommunication on the handoff, and that was recovered. That was number 44. For the Warriors. Again, that in his turnover number 5. So at 2:30 and counting. Warriors with the ball. Wide receiver spread, hands it off. That is Malachi Dalton. And he's going to get about 2 to 3 yards on the play.
He'll gain about 2 yards on the play.
Who earlier in this third quarter had a touchdown and then scored on the 2-point conversion. Kyle Patilla in there on the stop for the Raiders. So, again, running clock. We got a minute 50 left in the third quarter. Johns, play action. Little high. That pass was intended for Roberts. Already has a touchdown earlier in the contest. Pass was just a little out of reach for the 6'2" wide receiver.
3rd down, 8 yards to go.
Third down, 8 yards to go. Obviously, Warriors looking to pass here. Johns drops back, looks over the center. Pass caught for enough for the first down. And that is the talented slot receiver, Jawan Rabb, moving the chains for the Warriors.
Ball's at the 30-yard line.
See on the replay, this catch. And that was number 6, Antoine Williams, the junior defensive back, on the stop for the Warriors. Correction, 4th down. They're going to go for it. Johns shakes, bakes, down the sideline. You could say goodbye. Touchdown, Woodlawn. DeMonta Johns with another touchdown. Again, a play that would made Lamar Jackson smile. The shake, the bake. Touchdown, Warriors.
That adds 6 more points to the Warriors score. Taking us to 48 points.
And that's going to be his 3rd touchdown here in the third quarter. 5th one on the contest. A combination of the Woodlawn Warriors defense and DeMonta Johns have taken over the third quarter here. And with that, that will end the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, your Woodlawn Warriors ahead of the Loch Raven Raiders, 48-7.
The Warriors explode with the 35-point third quarter.
Was that a taunting? We got a penalty.
As we start the fourth quarter, there's a penalty on the Warriors, and they go for the 2-point conversion. And my goodness, Johns finds Rab for another 2-point conversion. I think that's the second 2-point conversion he has converted tonight. With that, the Warriors' lead has ballooned to 43 as they lead 50-7. Get on the replay. Johns fakes to his left and just throws it deep, only where his wide receiver, Rab, can catch. So again, here in the fourth quarter with the lead over 35, the running clock with 11 minutes, 20 seconds, and counting. Starting here in the fourth quarter, third quarter just completely owned by the Warriors. And what was a score of 14-7 at the half, the Warriors have charged on to a 35-point barrage in the third with interceptions and rushing touchdowns and a few thrown through the air by DeMonta Johns. Again, with the running clock, we got 10 minutes, 45 seconds left. Solomon putting the ball on the tee. Way to resume play by the official. Solomon boots it deep. Marcus Kemp on the return, looking for a seam, and he's going to be wrestled at the 20-yard line by a crusade of Warriors.
The Raiders will take over 1st and 10 in their own territory.
Just under 10 minutes left here in the fourth. Loch Raven on their way back onto the field. And what was a close game early at halftime. As a matter of fact, the Raiders had the lead at one point in the first quarter when they led 7-6 over Woodlawn when Kavon Citizen connected on a touchdown with Muhammad El Samidisi. 3 wide receivers to the right. Citizen, play action, rolls to his right. Over, and my goodness, it's intercepted again. And that is Dorian Davenport with his second interception of the game, second of the half. And the Warriors have the ball back again inside Raiders territory.
Ball to be placed at the 27-yard line. Thank you, cheerleaders. Y'all look so great. Y'all.
And here again with the running clock. The Warriors back on the field in 8 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the fourth.
Yeah.
So coming onto the field in at quarterback is number
1st and 10.
Number 6, I believe. Guy just made the interception, Duran Jackson at quarterback. With that, it'll seem that Johns' night is done. There's the play fake. Handoff. That is Makai Dalton carrying his way inside the 10.
The 16-yard line.
Down to the 16.
And it looks like that
Malachi Dalton,
for a Warrior
who
first down.
had a touchdown in the third quarter, dragging defenders with him. Drive in there. 7 minutes, 40 seconds here in the fourth.
Little over 7.5 remaining.
Tight formation. And Jackson, he's going to hand that off to Christian Atkins. And he's going to be wrestled down by number 44 of Loch Raven at the line of scrimmage. Number 44 for Loch Raven. Done a solid job tonight for the Raiders. Setting the edge. Getting the tackles tonight for the Raiders. Under 7 minutes left here in the fourth. There's Jackson getting the play call from the coaches on the sideline. Okay. Tight formation.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
Dalton, the lone back. Atkins goes in motion in the slot. Hand off to Dalton. Inside and tackled at just outside the 5-yard line. Continue to move the chains on third down. You see there Atkins in motion. Gets inside. That was just tripped over his own defender. Number 15 for Loch Raven will get credited for the tackle on that play. Third and goal for Woodlawn. 6 minutes left. Jackson rolls to his right. Sideline. He's going to take it in at the pylon. Touchdown, Warriors.
But he's going to put it up.
Touchdown number 2 for Jaron Jackson. This time on the offensive end. As the Warriors continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Making the score 56-7.
Dives for the pylon, even knocked the ref down.
The Warriors will line up for the extra point. Little under 5.5 remaining in the game.
Got 5:20 and counting here in the fourth. Again here at Woodlawn High School with the 35-point lead for the Warriors. They have the running clock. So Johns will come back on the field for the special teams. Actually holds it down. They kick it, and the PAT is good. And that was Jarrell Gaynor kicking the PAT here for the Warriors.
The Raiders 7.
And here in the fourth on the running clock, 4:40 left. Warriors lead the Raiders 57-7.
We like to remind the sports fans that as you leave tonight, please take your trash and place it in the trash receptacle. If there's some trash that is near you, please take the trash and put it inside.
Here, just a strong swing in the second half by the Woodlawn Warriors. Again, mentioned earlier, what was a 14-7 game at the half. The Warriors have exploded and pulled away from the Raiders. Solomon setting the football on the tee. 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Clock continuing to run here in the fourth quarter. Solomon kicks it short. And it's fumbled. Raiders, do they have it? No. The Warriors have it. They pick it up. Oh, mercy. Another score for the Warriors. And that was number 80, Jareel Gaynor. Another touchdown. Check that. The official says no, that will be called dead at the spot of the fumble. So that is not a touchdown. However, I think the Warriors, who have possession of the ball, they now take it at about the 21-yard line. Again here with the running clock. 2 minutes, 25 seconds.
The officials got to give us a unanimous signal. Maybe all four can put the signal up. Maybe all five. Let's see.
As the officials come together to talk about their official ruling. Clock continuing to run here. 1 minute, 55 seconds left. The turnover woes continue for the Raiders.
What a reverse of fortune. It looked like the Warriors had the turnover problems in the first half. And the tables have turned.
So the officials come together, and they're going to rule that a fumble return for a touchdown by number 80, Jareel Gaynor. So again, another nice kick by Solomon. That ball was unable to be picked up by the Loch Raven defender, and it was a fumble. And Gaynor picked it up and took it down the sideline for a touchdown. And that PAT is going to be blocked.
Extra point, no good.
So here with the clock still running. Woodlawn leads Loch Raven 63-7. And as a side note, Jareel Gaynor making a big impact tonight, as well as Taj Roberts, the 6'2 wide receiver. Both gentlemen were a part of the new sports program of my show, Sports View with Tim Tootin Jr., profiling the Woodlawn Warriors high school football team. Spoke a few words about making a difference here in this football program for the Warriors, getting to the playoffs. And certainly they're on the right mark with that tonight with this strong performance in the second half here in the third.
Making it 3-2 on the season.
And the clock continuing to run. Looks like they're going to finish it up here, folks. Here tonight at Kevin W. Lyle Stadium, your Woodlawn Warriors hold serve at home, defeating Loch Raven 63-7. The Raiders, after tonight's loss, they will move on to 2-2, 1-1 within the division. Whereas the Woodlawn Warriors get their third win on the season. They go 3-2 and get their first win in the division in Baltimore County. And just a brief overview of tonight's game. What started out as a tight contest, 14-7 at the half. Loch Ravens able to stay in the game mostly because of turnovers from Woodlawn, 3 on the special team. Unable to turn that into some points. Going into the second half, Woodlawn turned their focus, stopped the penalties, and blew the doors off with interceptions, turnovers. As a matter of fact, 3 touchdown passes strong by DeMonta Dons, a couple on the ground, able to continue to stop the Loch Raven running attack and stifle their passing attack. and pull away for the victory. So tonight here again at Kevin W. Lau Stadium, the final Woodlawn 63, Loch Raven 7. I'm Tim Tootin Jr. This is a BCPS-TV production.
Congrats to the JV. Great job, JV. Interception! 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 Yes. Bulldozes his way down to the referee falls down, but he's gonna put it up. Touchdown! He goes off. Oh, the Warriors pick it up. I don't think he's in the vet. Touchdown! There's the player. Scrambles out. He lets it go. He's got a man. He's a man. Back to pass. He lets it go. Touchdown, Raiders. 20 yards. 18, they say.